Hello everyone, my name is The Clever Fool. Today we'll be beginning a series all centered around this one campaign actually, titled Three Kingdoms, Cao Cao's Ambition by Filthydelphia, otherwise known as Philly Soja on Xbox, I believe. It's a custom scenario featuring the Chinese during the Three Kingdoms era, and there are 7 different factions to play as in this scenario, so I'll be doing a series of 7 videos, one for each faction. I've been really looking to playing this one, and it just so happened that between the 20th and the 26th, which will be the release of the DLC, there's 7 uploads. So 7 uploads, 7 factions, the numbers all line up. In any case, let's go ahead and get started. China is in turmoil. The Great Han, a dynasty stretching back centuries, has been consumed by corruption and plagued by rebellion. Amid this chaos, Dongzhuo, the fearsome tyrant who held the boy emperor hostage, is murdered by his adopted son, the brash and hot-headed Lu Bu. What semblance of order and imperial authority that remained has now burnt away with Dongzhuo's bloody corpse. Warlords rise throughout the land, raising armies and vying for control of the emperor and China herself. Who among them will prevail? Central China, 192 CE, the 3rd year of the reign of the child Emperor Xian. Dongzhuo's death at Lu Bu's hand has thrown China into chaos. 6 warlords fight for dominance. Which one will prevail? View each warlord before making a decision. Select your chosen warlord's hero unit when you have decided. Cao Cao, the clever fox who holds the child emperor in his grasp. His control of the emperor means his authority will grow over time, while his farm garrisons allow him to raise troops for little cost. The ambitious Cao Cao is hated by Yuan Shao and beloved by Yuan Shu. His warriors fight in a central style, giving him access to Chuko new archers and flamethrowers. And I believe, since this is about Cao Cao, and Cao Cao is arguably one of the most famous ones, most famous figures out of the Three Kingdoms era, we'll probably be playing his faction first, and it probably will be one of the strongest factions in the level if I were to just guess based solely off of my own knowledge of Chinese history. Here we have, while the rich and powerful battle for China, the people are crushed underfoot. The Yellow Turban Rebellion once spread throughout the land, killing the false masters. Now only pockets of rebellion remain. He Yi is one of the last Yellow Turban leaders, a compassionate healer who must convince the peasants and soldiers to rebel against their masters. Only then will the age of the yellow sky dawn over China. The Yellow Turbans are only for the most advanced players, so this is going to be one of the most difficult factions to play as, I believe, since you only start with a monk here. That's really tough. Liu Biao, the elder statesman of the Han court and the keeper of ancient traditions, he desires to find the relics of the old sages to demonstrate his piety to the old ways. The old-fashioned Liu Biao is hated by Lu Bu and beloved by Kong Rong. His warriors fight in a southern style, giving him access to rattan archers and Arambai. Ooh, that's cool. Lu Bu... It's weird because it doesn't have like the pinyin. It doesn't have like the accents on it, and I don't remember all their names like from history. I know Cao Cao, so I know that I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but I don't know if I'm pronouncing any of the other ones. Murderer of his adopted father Dongzhuo, a fearsome and brash warrior, he commands the strongest footmen in all of China. He seeks to build 4 castles to exert his power and dominate his territory. The hot-headed Lu Bu is hated by Kong Rong and beloved by Cao Cao. His warriors fight in a northern style, giving him access to keshiks and cavalry archers. Yuan Shu, younger brother of Yuan Shao, he is convinced the gods have chosen him to rule China. In recognition of this, he desires to build a great wonder in his illustrious name. The conceited Yuan Shu is hated by Liu Biao and beloved by Lu Bu. His warriors fight in a southern style, giving him access to rattan archers in Arambai. So we have two guys that that have access to rattan archers in Arambai here. And they hate each other, it seems. Yuan Shu hated by Liu Biao, right? And this is Liu Biao, yeah. Liu Biao. He is hated by Lu Bu and beloved by Kong Rong. Who's this guy? Yuan Shu. So, okay, so just because you hate someone doesn't mean they hate you back. Jeez, this is super complicated. Kong Rong, the shrewd merchant prince, he seeks to accumulate enough gold from trade to bribe the Han court to do his bidding. If nothing else, he can always afford an army. The greedy Kong Rong is hated by Cao Cao and beloved by Yuan Shao. His warriors fight in a central style, giving him access to Chuko-Nu archers and flamethrowers. So it seems there's basically three main styles. There's northern, central, and southern. And of course, there's the wild card in the Yellow Turban faction. And as mentioned, the central style get Chuko-Nu and flamethrowers, or the central style, did I just say central style? They get Chuko-Nu and flamethrowers. The southern style gets rattans and Arambai, and I guess we'll be seeing what the northern style gets. The northern style, Keshiks and cavalry archers. I think we've already gone through this, right? Desired Yuan Shao, great northern lord and leader of the coalition that opposed Dongzhuo. He commands China's greatest cavalry. He desires to conquer the Xianbei barbarians to be recognized as China's greatest warlord. The prideful Yuan Shao is hated by his younger brother Yuan Shu and beloved by Liu Biao. His warriors fight in a northern style, giving him access to Keshiks and cavalry archers. So, how many factions is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 total factions, just as promised. Let's go back to Cao Cao. He's going to be dangerous, I think. Let's now check our objectives here as well. So our objectives are to choose our warlord by selecting the hero, and we can view each one to learn more about them, which we have just finished doing. Our hints tell us that we have a population limit of 100. The Chinese technology tree has been modified to reflect the Han period. You will have access to different units depending on your choice of warlord. Not all warlords are equally advantaged. Cao Cao, Lu Bu, and Yuan Shao are stronger than the others. Pay close attention to the rivalries and friendships among warlords. Such knowledge can help you anticipate their actions. Oh boy, this is going to be hard. Your rivals must gather resources and trade just as you do. Attacking their economy will weaken them. As a warlord, it is important to stop your rivals from achieving their ambitions. If they are allowed to do so, they will become more powerful and the other warlords will become their allies. Though you will not be defeated if your warlord falls, you should still try to keep him healthy. He will become very powerful with every advancement in age and can tip any battle in your favor. Warlords can train heroes at the castle. These units are expensive and slow to train, but are very powerful. The Yellow Turbans care not for political rivalries, ambitions, or wealth. They are at war with all except the barbarians and must convert villagers to their cause. Their monks and warriors cost nothing, but are slow to recruit. Our scouts report Yuan Shao, the Dragon of the North. Okay, and what I'm going to do here... I'll read them out all for this first video, but then for future videos, I will only read the bonus for the faction that I'm playing at for that particular video. So Yuan Shao, the Dragon of the North, his bonus is that cavalry have increased attack and can train Keshiks and cavalry archers. His harmony, he hates Cao Cao and likes Kong Rong, is hated by Yuan Shu and beloved by Liu Biao. Okay, I wonder what happens if we substitute him out. So if we substitute him out, does that mean that we're free to do what we want? Well, I guess we'll find out. Lu Bu, the Flying General. Infantry do trample damage, so that's basically Dragina. Can train Keshiks and cavalry archers. Hates Liu Biao and likes Yuan Shu. Is hated by Kong Rong and beloved by Cao Cao. Okay. Yuan Shu, the ambitious powermonger. His bonus is that barracks train more quickly and mangonels have increased range and can train rattan archers in Arambai. He hates Yuan Shao and likes Cao Cao. We've already done most of this. I'm just going to read the bonus section. The bonus here, archers in towers have increased range for Liu Biao and attack. They can train rattan archers in Arambai. Alright. Kong Rong can train trade units cheaper and generate gold more quickly. And Cao Cao, ooh, for him, infantry do not cost gold. That's pretty cool. That is actually super cool. Alright, nice. So, since we're going to be playing as Cao Cao here, first, we should pay extra close attention to his harmony and disharmony. He hates Kong Rong and likes Lu Bu, so that's something to keep track of. And he's hated by Yuan Shao, but beloved by Yuan Shu. And that makes sense, because Yuan Shao hates, and his brother hate each other. So that makes sense. So Yuan Shu is yellow here, so I will need to make sure that I keep a good eye on him. All right. So let's go ahead and select Cao Cao now. And here we say, "My lord, it is an honor to serve you. I have written on your rivals in a book called Scouts. Though you must conquer all of them, you can still decide when the time for peace has ended. Your rivals will soon war with one another as well. The course of their wars follow their rivalries and friendships. Likewise, you have your own enemies to watch for and friends to honor. Use this knowledge to treat diplomacy with the gentle skill of a craftsman, or be a blacksmith and hammer your foes. The choice is yours, my lord." Alright, so our main objectives now are to defeat 5 warlords. So I guess we don't really need to care about, what is it, we don't need to care about the rebels, the guy that like kind of starts alone. And Emperor Xian must not die. Okay, the hints, I believe, are still the same. And the scouts are still the same as well. Okay, cool. So kind of a long setup for this first mission here, but I'm sure things will get more fun and more quick as we get started. I expect this to be a chaos fest here. And I imagine that these levels will be pretty darn fun. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. So I just realized that we don't in fact have a town center to start with. So we should fix that right away. Let's build the TC out here maybe? This is as good as a spot as any. My lord, your rivals have grand ambitions that equal your own. If you permit them to reach their goal, they will become very powerful. You should make every effort to thwart their ambitions. Got it. So let's take a look at their ambitions real quick. We must conquer Xianbei before Yuan Shao does. So we gotta kill the barbarians before Red does, and Red hates us already, so that's probably on our priority list. Lu Bu must not own 4 castles. Yuan must not get a wonder. He likes us though, so I guess we need to betray him before he gets his wonder. And to not allow Liu Biao to recover his relics, and to prevent Kong Rong from gathering trade. Oh, there's so much to do. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna hotkey my hero to 2 and my king to 1 here just real quick. And obviously the emperor here must not die. He doesn't really look like a kid, but I guess for suspension of disbelief we will pretend that he is for the time being. Our militia, oh, they cost 80 food. So they cost extra food. But they do not cost gold by the looks of it. So that looks like the forced levy tech. And that will help us, actually. It will enable us to train these infantry very, very cheaply. Let's get a good lay of the land here. And I guess one of our orders of business now will be to find some relics. We have a bunch of villagers now. Okay, these are the barbarians. I don't want to deal with them right away. Let's get a lumber camp up. Get our first few villagers on food here. We did unfortunately lose our scout right away. That kind of sucks. Garrison our king back in this town center. And Cao Cao is a melee cavalry. We have like a nice little section of land here. Our first priority will be to get a good villager count up. So is this not actual farmland? Do we just get shkabobs out of our farms? Because that kind of stinks if it's true. And that actually means we should be getting some more woodchoppers out. Yeah, not all of this is actual farmland. We'll pick up these berries on the east side. And keep scouting with our hero unit here. So, red is north of us, and red hates us. Yellow likes us, though. Some treasure ships did not return from a voyage to Annam. If their wrecks are found, your men can recover the valuable cargoes, my lord. Alright, so there's some merchant ships out there to be found, I guess. It doesn't look like this water here is traversable. I wonder why it's like yellow. Is that a glitch? Doesn't look to be a glitch to me. Oh, this is so off-putting, the fact that the farmland is not real farmland. No idea where the wreckages would be. We're actually getting some of the pigs stolen. Hold on a sec. Were those pigs originally ours? I'm not sure. But yeah, the peace. We have a tentative peace here. I'm sure we're gonna get betrayed sooner or later. I'll gladly take these pigs. Let's bring them back to the mill here. And pay a visit to our friends. No real need for any more gold at the moment. This Does that mean if this is like not real farmland, can I build? I can build over it. And we actually already have one out of our 2 required feudal age buildings here. I guess the next one to build would be an archery range. Let's actually get one of those up right now. No one's in the castle age just yet. We'll just keep producing villas. Let's get 4 on gold here. And get the next few on stone. Still nice and safely at peace with everybody, except for the barbarians. My lord, Master Shun wrote that the hide of the rhinoceros is hard as stone. The beasts can be found in Wu Commandery to the southeast. Hunt for their hides, and the armorers will craft you fine armor. Will do these show us show up as secondary objectives? No, they don't. Not by the looks of it. Kongrong is getting gold from his relics, though. He's up there in purple. So you gotta be real careful to put a stop to his shenanigans soon. I guess we can build a market too. That would probably be pretty useful. And once we get the market, we can start thinking about advancing to the next age. It's a very pretty map. Let's see if we can... Oh, is this a shipwreck? Oh, look at that. The shipwreck yields spices and exotic goods from the far south. Then Charles says, Cao Cao, it is the winter of our long friendship. China leads leadership and my duty comes before an old friend. May we drink one last cup of tea before I kill you on the battlefield. Okay, so he's turning us to enemy. That's fine. Fair enough, my friend. Fair enough. Would be cool if there was voice acting. But he hasn't blocked our... He hasn't really done much to us yet, so I'm going to happily just continue booming. And I will start saving up food now. To advance to the next age. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna be abusing the pause function a little bit here. I think it's fair. There's a lot of reading to be done. My lord, the consequences of Dong Zhuo's death are now being felt. The fragile peace has come to an end as swords are drawn and allegiances formed throughout China. The young princes find common cause against their elders. Lu Bu and Yuan Shu have joined forces against Liu Biao. Brother fights against brother as Yuan Shao and Yuan Shu go to war. Between their lands, Kongrong and the brash Lu Bu fight for control of the eastern coast. Okay. Man, I might need to like... Oh, it's gone. Oh no, this is horrible. I only picked up like a little bit of that. We only have like one main enemy, so I think I'm starting to understand, at least on a high level, how this works. We can produce Chukonu from archery ranges by the looks of it, which is freaking amazing, actually. I didn't realize that we could do that, so I'm going to continue doing that, and I'm actually going to build a couple more archery ranges over here. And send these villagers to the west here. And start advancing to the castle age after this villager comes out. I think one of our main objectives now are to find a relic so that we can deny the relic from Liu Biao, and then we also have to kill off Kong Rong at some point. Okay, Yuan Shu is in Castle Age. Build a castle. The Han's greatest warriors do not have a place. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That is still okay. Let's pick up fletching and archer armor. Continue training Chuko Nu here. And honestly, I might just go and try to kill the Emperor first. I just found a monk. Nice. Let's build a TC up here. And start thinking about getting any additional wood techs if possible. I think I'm going to castle up north side here. So I'm going to have these guys build a castle here. Keep scouting around for a relic. Let's pick up Bowsaw. And Teal is Liu Biao, so that's not... I don't have to betray him yet. I'm not super worried about him yet. I am worried about Kong Rong, though. Building a castle on this coastline seems to me to be a very good idea. Because once I fight Kong Rong, I'll be able to, or once I betray him, rather, I will be able to kill off his trade units. That's kind of what I'm looking to try to do here. Let's mill this area up. Okay, and here we can create heroes. Let's take a look at that, actually. A storied hero of ancient China, whose name will be remembered in the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, has a very long train time. 350 HP, 18 attack. Holy crap. That's really cool. But obviously I'm not going to train him right away. And I don't want Kong Rong to be gathering this gold. So I think I'm going to cripple him soonish. I'm still looking for relics. Haven't found a single one yet. Here's a pig. Okay. Still no relic though. The farm layout there is super confusing. Coburg himself doesn't look to be super strong, actually. It definitely feels like we're one of the stronger factions. Okay, Liu Biao is an enemy of ours as well. Okay, so far, no problems. In fact, I'm going to start thinking about getting to Imperial now. My lord, enemies of one enemies are soon made friends. The wars combine and expand, ravaging China like an uncontrolled flame. Opportunistic warlords broker alliances against their enemies. The elder statement. I'm gonna need like a pencil and paper to track this, man. My lord, the elder statesman Liu Biao has many old friends, and that's the guy that just. Okay, Yuan Shao and Kong Rong join his alliance against the hot-headed Lu Bu and Yuan Shu. Okay, I mean, that still doesn't bother me very much right now. We'll do the next archer armor. Let's do wheelbarrow. I guess we will stick in the Castle Age for a little while longer here. Good portion of our economy is actually fairly exposed here too. Chuko Nu are hella strong, so this is good for us. We're low on food. That's okay. As long as we can train archers, we'll be okay. I'm gonna pick up a university. And ooh, I actually lack wood now. And I actually don't mind keeping Kong Rong alive for a little bit here. Have I reached my... Oh, I've reached my pop cap. Okay, I forgot that we had such a low pop cap. We have tons of villagers here. I'm actually going to build a monastery. Pick up ballistics. Delete this ville. We got too many villagers now, actually. Okay, lots of stuff happening at the same time, but we will be getting to the Imperial Age first. And we actually can afford to lose some of our population here. I didn't expect this much of a crapshoot. Let's actually pick up infantry armor and start picking up infantry techs as well, so we can transform, so that we can add infantry, utilize our bonus. So there's a relic there. Let's capture it. There's actually barbarians down here, so let's fix these guys up. Are there any resources? Let's try to sneak that stone over there. And I guess to be pop efficient, we'll want these heroes, right? Does this have a hotkey? No, no hotkey. Okay, so Lubu is taking good care of these Mongols for us, and we're actually in the Imperial Age now. Pick up all of our remaining upgrades. Let's do Bracer first. And keep marching our Chukonu forward. Red will be our primary opponent. That stone will come in super handy to build additional castles later. Let's go to our university. Get chemistry. Let's do murder holes as well. Ring archer armor can come next. And now we got like super beefed up Chukonu. They're still running regular archers, so it should be easy. Okay, so I just got a warning that someone's close to fulfilling their ambition. No idea who it is, but it's not going to be Liu Biao because I have a relic. Not sure if it'll be Lu Bu. I don't think I can prevent all these ambitions from triggering. But I know I can probably just kill Yuan Xiao soon. He's got the lowest score as well, so I'm not super worried about him either. Someone from the west came to serve me? Did I hear that correctly? Not sure what that is. I'm gonna bring my hero unit back here though. Get additional Chukonu upgrades. Got all of them from here. Look, we're all sharing. We're actually all sharing the stone mines there. How nice.
什么？何种命令？遵命。准备就绪。好。好。什么？好。何种命令？什么？好。准备就绪。何种命令？遵命。好。
Okay.
什么？准备就绪。
Let's start bringing the trebs in, so we can start trebbing them down.
准备就绪。什么？为建筑工。
We'll build a castle to protect our interests there.
何种命令？遵命。进攻。停攻击。
And keep finishing off red.
准备就绪。好。何种命令？什么？作战。是。准备就绪。作战。什么？好。何遵命令？确。
Yanchu has begun to construct his palace. He's in the Imperial Age. I thought he liked us, so I guess. I guess that really only affects how quickly they turn on us, right? Where's this palace? It doesn't tell us either. That stinks. Okay, I understand. So the hatred and the like really only determines whether or not they will turn on us. The White Horse General has appeared in the north, has pledged his cavalry to you. You'll need to send troops to the northwest to claim his forces. 何种命令？停！遵命。准备就绪。好。停！遵命。停！什么？遵命。 Okay, we're sending troops northwest. I think once again it's the pop limit that really gets us. Here's a hero. Will there be a trigger that says anything about that? Not by the looks of it. Okay, so after we kill red, we can go kill teal, and then worry about yellow as well. Let's get Elite Chukonu as well. We have the resources, we might as well. I think they gave up. Looks like they're deleting all the units. Kongrong is close to his goal. We must strike at his trade cogs, trade carts, and markets, or he'll be able to bribe the Han court with his wealth. I guess now is a good time to turn on him. He's been trading with us. War is not good for business, but I've been ready for you. We will meet on the battlefield, and you will never underestimate a Kong again. You say that, but you've been trading with me this whole time, so I wonder where your trade units are going to go afterwards. We need to send a unit to the northwest as well. Wonder where that is. Let's just send Cao Cao himself over, I guess. Now red hasn't actually given up here. So that means there's more to be done. And I'm gonna buy some stone as well and build a castle at home here.
建筑工，
Okay, I lay down my sword in the hopes that the swords and spears of China will be turned into plowshares and we may finally have lasting
何种
peace.
好？
Took you long enough, buddy.
何种命令？什么？
Alright, let's start rotating our forces back south.
准备就绪，进攻。什么？
I think the next foe to beat here is Kongrong. We don't even need to worry about the barbarians anymore, I feel like.
准备就绪，好，什么命？
We need more gold, however.
好，建筑工，
什么？行，建筑工，
喂，准备就绪，建筑工，
为，准备就绪，放工，
什么？何种命令？
And we can actually leave Liu Biao for now, I think. Because we have a relic, so he's not going to be completing his ambition anytime soon. So long as we control the relic, he's not going to be completing his ambition. So I'm not super worried about it.
准备就绪。什么？行，好，遵命。好，遵命。准备就绪。何种命令？作战。行，好，遵命。好，遵命。
Yeah, look, his Kongrong's trade units are actually idle now.
遵命。准备就绪。是。
So that means we've effectively cut him off too. And that means that Yuan Chu's palace is going to be our next target eventually. And he fortunately for us is one of our allies.
何种命令？什么？工作战。
But I'm going to have to betray them soon.
何种命？遵命。好，遵命。
We'll move to kill off...
什么？准备就绪。攻势。好，攻击。行，作战。何种命令？遵命。攻击。好，进攻。行，是。遵命。攻击。行，是。准备就遵命。什么？进攻。作战。何种命令？是。准备就作战。何种进攻？什么？攻击。准备就遵命。遵命。
Anyway, as I was saying,
遵命。
we'll move to kill Kongrong here.
何种命令？行，遵命。好。
And then we'll need to move against yellow and green soon.
是。攻击。作战。进攻。准备就绪。是。什么？何种命令？遵命。行。准备就绪。什么？好。什么？何种命令？好，正确。何种命令？好，进攻。行，作战。准备就绪。命。攻击。何种命令？什么？好。行命。准备就绪。什么？作战。准备就何种？准备就好。行命。是。
Unfortunately, losing a couple of trebs here. It's not the end of the world.
什么？行好。何种命？遵命。
Now, Kongrong looks like he's the only guy that has a navy.
什么？
什么？
什么？为何种命令？放工，好，正确。建筑工，
何种命？进攻。准备就攻击。何种命？是。什么？遵命。
So I wonder what happens if they actually achieve their goal.
准备就绪。
I guess I don't really want to find out, right?
何种命令？正确遵命。建筑工。
准备就绪。
好。
建筑工。
何种命令？作战。什么？遵命。准备就绪。什么？好。
And if green and yellow are working together, that means I might need to fight them at the same time at some point, which will be quite unfortunate.
何种准备就绪。何种遵命？准备就绪。什么？好。准备就绪。何种命令？好。遵命。作战。好。攻击。 什么？何种命令？遵命。准备就绪。进攻。
These boats are actually quite annoying.
什么？好。
什么？
什么？正确。
We are out of gold up here. Let's mine from where Yuan Shao's base used to be.
为农夫。
何种命令？
为农夫。
Teal snuck in behind us, unfortunately. But our TC should be able to take care of that
好是。
as we continue to push northwest or northeast.
准备就绪。建筑工。
何种命令？行。好。正确。农夫。为遵命。正确。
Maybe Cao Cao can take care of these guys. We should be fine.
挺好。进攻。何种命令？攻击。准备就绪。作战。什么？
Okay, Kongrong has surrendered.
遵命。
War makes China poor. I surrender my lands and my life in hopes that a lasting
何种
peace
命令？好。
will bring profit to my children.
准备就绪。
Doesn't feel like you've surrendered yet. But I guess we can ignore you for now.
什么？
准备就绪。什么？
准备就绪。矿工。为矿工。
I don't know where Cao Cao is sending, or where Green is sending these
什么
guys.
矿工？
何种命令？
Maybe he's still fighting Teal after all this time? That's a lot of my economy idle,
何
unfortunately.
种命令？遵命。遵命。好。遵命。遵命。
And this may actually be my cue
什么？准备就绪。
to backstab my boy here.
准备就绪。进攻。好。遵命。攻击。
何种命令？
何种命令？正确。什么命？
The barbarians look like they're attacking us.
正确。为
Because they are.
准备就绪。遵命。农夫。
准备就绪。建筑工。
何种命令？准备就绪。农夫。什么？矿工。农夫。准备就绪。什么？农夫。
为农夫。
何种命令？行。建筑工。
什么？矿工。何种命令？好。建筑工。
Yeah, green is quite powerful. He's only got 2 castles though. I am going to... Do I get siege engineers actually? Not by the looks of it. I'm going to backstab him now. See you later, buddy. So, you wish to fight Lu Bu, the Flying General. Go to your wife and children because they will not see you again. Yeah, that's some pretty solid trash talk at the very least. So who's enemies with me now? Yellow's not enemies with me. Okay, so this is... I'm starting to understand what's going on here. Okay, so I'm kind of getting pincered on both sides here. Partially by teal and partially by green. Perhaps this wasn't the best timing. There's another castle coming up, actually. So he was on his way up to his 3rd castle. That's pretty much unacceptable. Let's get another hero out. And heroes probably operate by cavalry. What were these guys mining before? I guess I can mine this gold here. We're still close to our pop cap. This is comical, actually. The fact that teal is attacking us while we're killing green. I guess teal and green were really fighting each other before. Our next order of business will probably be to take out yellow. And I think this, playing as Cao Cao actually is the easiest path. So far I haven't had too much difficulty. But I know that Cao Cao is one of the more dangerous enemies. So when we play as the other factions, this will be much more interesting than before, I think. This was a good startup because there's a lot of mechanics here that I'm not super familiar with, and there's like more maps for me to understand as well. There's a relic here actually. Let's build a few barracks. What I personally really like about this mission is that... Oops. What just happened? What I personally really like about this mission is that the enemies are gathering resources as well. So it's not like a lot of normal missions where the enemies have infinite resources, right? Gong Sun Zan says, I have ridden a long way to be here. Do not put me in your court, for I live to ride and fight. Okay, well, ride and fight we shall. Let's bring him back to this castle. We actually have an extra floating shred back here as well. I meant to build a mill, not a stable. And the map does feel super alive, actually, because the factions are fighting each other too. They're not just fighting me, which I think is super cool.
准备就绪，
So far, this has been a very flavorful mission.
何种进攻？什么？行，是。何种命令？
And I'm looking forward to replaying the level over and over again.
什么？作战。 准备就绪，行。
I'm also kind of curious to see what happens if one of the objectives gets fulfilled.
好，攻击中。准备就什么？
Now, Yellow's Rattan archers actually aren't all that strong.
何种
何
命令？
种命令？
Because they don't have any upgrades.
正确。
Let's build a castle here while we're allied.
准备就绪。遵命。行。什么？好。行。
And prepare to make our attack.
准备就
Let's
绪。
get our final infantry upgrades here.
建
Keep
筑
dropping wood down here.
喂，准备就绪。
And start mobilizing our army. Go south here. Green is basically out. I don't really see what he has left to fight for. I guess this barracks.
什么？
何种命令？遵命。
Let's send this army of 6 super-powered cavalry archers. Here is the wonder. From fire and smoke I came, and so into fire and smoke will I end. How very poetic. Now, unfortunately for you, Yenshu, I am going to be killing you as well. You dare to challenge your emperor, I will crush you like a bug.
何种命令？准备就绪。什么？是。
正确。建筑部。
准备就绪。什么？作战。是。
The remaining warlords form a coalition against you. Well, see here's the thing about that. I was already enemies with all of them to begin with, so it's not like it really matters.
何种命令？进攻。准备就绪。作战。
准备就绪。遵命。建筑部。
什么？何种命令？好。遵命。准备就绪。遵命。
Okay, let's start tripping down this wonder.
准备就绪。什么？进攻。
It looks like the AI favors training halbs for some reason. So, honestly, I'm probably just gonna go for archers every chance that I get. And avoid spamming cavalry. There's a fairly low population limit, so having an effective death ball of archers is probably the right way to go as well.
准备就绪。行攻击。何种命令？好。作战。是。
什么？喂，矿工。
什么？遵命。进攻。何种命令？攻击。什么？好。准备就遵命。何种命令？好。 什么？遵命。
It's kind of sad that Liu Biao is being left to the very end here. We actually betrayed all of our allies. Even though Liu Biao was the second to turn on us, he actually will be the last one alive here. You gotta love Chukonu. I'll get rid of these villagers to get more military pop space at this point. Cool, and yellow will be done with soon. And after that, all we'll have left is teal. And teal is trying something. I'm not sure what he's trying, but he's trying something.
什么？行。
何主命令？建筑工。
Shouldn't be a huge problem.
何种命令？建筑工。
什么？好，准备就绪。是。
何主命令？建筑工。
遵命，准备就遵命。什么？好，何种命令？
Okay. Genshu has a castle. Oh my gosh, it's actually him versus Liu Biao. Oh, that's wild, man. He sent himself out with only 4 monks? That's pretty crazy. He's a brave boy. But unfortunately, just because you're brave doesn't mean you will win. Man, Chukonu are so strong in mass. Like, fully upgraded. These guys are monsters. Any last words, hero? None. After this barracks goes down, yellow should give up the ghost. This cannot be! I was destined to be emperor. Execute my ministers. They will pay for this. Well. Okay, now we can start going for teal. Let's actually rotate up to this castle.
为矿毛建筑工，
And have... Where are our 2 stone mining villagers? Where'd they go?
什么
Have them build a castle up here.
建筑工，
何种命令？好，
And direct everybody in this direction.
什么？准备就绪，何种命令？好，什么？何种命令？准备就绪。什么？行，作战。
Oh, poor Yuan Chao. Out so early.
准备就绪，行，遵命。什么？行。
And for Cao Cao, it was actually just a matter of keeping his king alive, I think. So, really his objective is not super difficult. Oh, I'm getting some lag issues here.
准备就绪，
准备就绪，正确遵命。矿工什么？建筑工，
Do we get faith? We do get faith. Let's pick that up just because dealing with enemy monks is pretty annoying.
何种命令？好，
And keep making our push forward here.
准备就绪，行，遵命。攻击。什么？遵命。
We never did get that rhino hide, did we?
准备就绪，遵命。行，好，行，遵命。何种命令？是，作战，进攻。什么？行，作战攻。
So, one additional interesting thing is that the enemy doesn't seem to produce very many siege weapons. So that actually contributes to the fun, I think, because I'm never actually under super high pressure in defending my own base. Like, I don't have to worry about siege weapons kind of sneaking around and destroying my stuff. And I think that's really what is going to give us the advantage as the human player in these scenarios. We will be able to build castles everywhere, and it'll be hard for the enemy to take them out. I think that's the approach that I'll take for beating the rest of these levels. We also didn't end up using the mechanic that gave Cao Cao free, or rather food-only infantry very much. The nice thing about the the nice thing about these hero units is that they can't get converted either. They make for extremely population efficient units. I think the halberds still do quite well against them, unfortunately. But having archers in the back supporting it will help really deal with the I'm stuttering a lot today. The halberdiers. Oh, a lot of his villagers just off themselves. I guess I lost those villagers to the tower. Poor micro on my part. They've killed off all their villagers, but they're still producing military buildings by the looks of it. We did learn a lot about the map as well. We know that there's a relic near the barbarians. We know that there's a relic in the center of the map. This relic is probably the one that we're going to want to use to deny Liu Biao every time, because it's relatively easy access to everyone except for him, actually. Once we take this castle out, that should be all she wrote. Shame we can't research spies either. I'd love to see more of the map. Also kind of crazy how Chuko Nu costs less than a regular archer. Less gold, that is. They cost more wood, but wood is much easier to come by than gold. The tiger knows when he is too old to hunt. I meet death with the honor and grace of a Han gentleman. My lord, a great victory. Your enemies have been crushed and the boy emperor is in your grasp. You have brought order to chaos and all of China bows to you. In time, perhaps even the great Han will give way to a new dynasty. Alright. So we're victorious. I'd like to see more of the map if possible. You have brought order to China, in a way at least. We just got the achievement for Chinese victory. The country remains divided, but your subjugation of the warlords of central China has brought a measure of stability, not seen in many years. By holding the child Emperor Xian in your custody, your dominance is seen as legitimate by all but a few troublesome men to the south. Liu Bei and Sun Quan continue to oppose you, but they will soon be defeated, just as the warlords before them were. Your armies and river fleet are ready to cross the Yangtze River and unite the south with your realm. Your enemies await beneath the Red Cliffs for your arrival and your final victory. Didn't Cao Cao lose at the Red Cliffs? Scenario by Ramzi Abdurrahim. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. Okay, lovely. 915 units killed, 162 units lost. Let's take a good look at the map here to see what we are dealing with. So, Teal was able to capture 2 relics. That implies to me... So we captured a relic. This was not a relic, but a fishing ship. There's a relic here. We captured a relic. And he captured 2 relics. And there's actually another relic up here. This relic is only reachable by water, though. And actually... Maybe I shouldn't have spoiled myself. But I guess... Yeah, I guess I would have known about this if I played as Kong Rong. But there's a relic up here, and there's some free gold to be had up here as well. There's actually yet another relic over here. So there's tons of relics to be taken. There's definitely more than 4 on the map. Because we captured one. They got 2, so that's 3. And then there's 3 on the ground still, so that's 6. So there are at minimum 6 relics on the map. Now I wonder what getting the rhinoceros would have done for us. I think this is like one of the only 2 rhinoceros on the map. There's 3 rhinoceros here. It's like an island, sort of. Not really reasonable for us to get here, actually. Short of being... I mean, like, Cao Cao wouldn't really get here without killing some allies, or killing some other factions first. And if you're strong enough to kill the other factions, probably the objective is not super relevant. I will try to get it in a future subsequent playthrough, just to make sure that I'm exploring all the content. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one. This is a great mission, and I look forward to playing this as every faction. We managed to defeat everyone before they were able to complete their objectives as well. But again, that's because we were playing as Cao Cao himself, who is stronger than the other ones. I'm sure once we start as a weaker faction, things will become much more difficult. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of the 3 Kingdoms. I guess I'll be seeing you guys next time. My name is The Clever Fool. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys later.